In recent times, we've entered a period often referred to as the Second Cold War, or the New Cold War. This new era has emerged alongside the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, where both Ukraine and Russia are facing a shortage of ammunition and shells. To address this shortage, Russia has reportedly been acquiring weapons from North Korea. These North Korean weapons are based on technology originally from Russia, back when it was part of the Soviet Union. This similarity in technology makes them compatible with Russian weaponry. In the Second Cold War, countries that do not have favorable relations with the United States, such as China, North Korea, and Russia, have come together in opposition to the US. Today, let's explore the distinctions between the First and Second Cold War. The New Cold War is all about the competition between the United States and China to become the most influential power in the world, kind of like what happened between the United States and the Soviet Union in the old Cold War. But even though they're both aiming for the top spot, there are some big differences between these two Cold War periods. Back in the old Cold War, the US and the Soviet Union kept themselves very separate when it came to military, money, and ideas. But today, the US and China are tied together economically. In fact, by 2021, their trade had gone back to how it was before they had that big trade war. Some experts think this happened because China sold a lot of its US Treasury securities as a response to economic pressure from the US. This had a big impact on US financial markets. This creates a kind of puzzle in the new Cold War. When the US tries to push or hold back China, it can actually end up hurting itself. A new discussion is emerging about how the First and Second Cold Wars are similar and different. While both Cold Wars involve competition between major powers, there are significant distinctions between them. The First Cold War was primarily marked by a clear-cut rivalry between capitalism and socialism, as well as a race to build up nuclear weapons. In contrast, the Second Cold War is characterized by a highly interconnected global economy and international relations, even though it's rooted in clashes of values between democracy and totalitarianism. Interestingly, the United States has taken steps to limit China's power by excluding it from the global high-tech supply chain, but trade between the two nations continues to grow. Former U.S. Secretary of State during the Cold War, Henry Kissinger, emphasized in an interview with the British magazine The Economist that the future of humanity depends on whether the United States and China can find a way to get along, and that there's a limited time frame of 5 to 10 years to figure this out. Given the unique circumstances of the two Cold Wars, the global community must seek solutions for coexistence. Additionally, Korea should consider its policy direction as cooperation between China, Russia, and North Korea strengthens in the Second Cold War.